Hi there and welcome to the Barbara Young channel and welcome to my Friday sews. And well, what have I been sewing? Well, I'll get that out in a minute. Hold on. First of all, I just want to say thank you to Jen from Today in Jen's Sewing Room for creating the hashtag Friday Sews. And the sewing, very important, that bit. Been actually trying to get on with a dress that I'd already started making quite some time ago. Yeah, and I haven't got very far with it, I have to admit. I've, as you know, moved rooms around and I'm now in a bigger room for my sewing room. And I'm starting to get used to it. I'm starting to feel that I'm getting there and getting used to the space and how I can use it better. And that was one of the other things that I hadn't really sort of settled into the space. So I hadn't felt confident or wanted to do any sewing really until I'd sort of been in here and moved things around a bit and sorted a few bits and pieces. But yeah, I think I'm starting to settle in it. So the other day I actually picked up the pattern, that dress that I'd already started making quite some time ago, which is the Simplicity 9742, that one. And I cut it out at my last sewing social, which was at least 2-3 weeks ago, and I haven't really done anything with it, but now I am doing something with this. Now I've actually picked it up and starting to get on with it. I shall just show you the fabric, or the bit of it that I've still got, which anybody remembers that it was this stuff. Absolutely wonderful looking material. Not sure what it is. I think it's a viscose crepe or something like that. Couldn't really tell you because this was from the swaps table from the sewing social. So yeah, so I have started actually getting on with that. I've got some of it here. This is part of the skirt section. I've got the bodice section down there, one part of it. But I've got to cut a lining for it because I think I probably said about this before, but this has some facing pieces, whereas I prefer, as I made this dress before, to make the bodice section a second time and then use that as a lining. And that way it just seems to give a bit more structure and a bit more hold in its shape. Which is what I want in that. So that's what's currently going on at the moment, part of the way through sewing that up. So yeah, hopefully get and push on with it now, and before too long it'll be made. So you never know. I could promise and say I'll have it ready for next week, but can't give you any promises, sorry. But yeah, pushing on with that. Yeah. I say, other than that, really, I've not got a lot to tell you about, other than, you know, I'm settling in here with this. I've started to already put stuff over on the windowsill over there, so I'm starting to really spread out and start to make use of every part of the room. I've got the ironing board over there behind, which is where I wanted it really, but I've got it so that I can get out and I can just, if I'm here, I can just turn round and the ironing board is just there in front of me, so I can quickly use the ironing board, do whatever I got, turn back around and carry on. Of course, I do have things on the floor a little bit, but that's part of this project. So I have to make sure I don't end up dumping lots of other project pieces on the floor as well at the same time, because otherwise that just clutters what I'm doing really, isn't it? So there are other parts on the floor, another part of the skirt, another, you know, the bodice section. So yeah, I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying starting to get into the flow again, because I feel like I've been out of it for quite some time. I'm not really sure how long ago it is that I actually finished anything and actually stopped, you know, got a make that was completed. I've got bags over there, which, as you might know, I started so long ago and have really done nothing with them for quite some time. At least probably about, well, the last sewing social, not the last sewing social, the one before that. So that's 6 or 7 weeks ago that I actually really did anything on the bags. and I do want to get back to them. But for right now, I'm doing this dress. That's what I'm doing, you know. And there you go. It is a little bit, I suppose, a little bit chaotic because I'm still settling and still moving things around up on the shelf over there, bits and pieces. I do have, let me just see if I can do this. We have over there, you can just about make out Dominic and Delphi up there as well. They're sort of a little bit out of shot, but never mind. And I've got some stuff up on the drawer here, the chest of drawers, which is obviously what I keep all my fabrics in. That's where it's all sitting in there, and a few tools and bits and pieces in there. Gone back round. There we go. Obviously sewing machine and table behind me. The other thing about this at the moment, because the way I've got it set up now, it means that, as you can see, there's a gap here, which means I can work with material that can sort of flow off over the side if I need it to. Whereas before it was right up against this chest of drawers that I had. It was bang up against it, so there was no extra room. Whereas now I got a bit more room in that part there. There we go. So yeah, it's a work in progress, but it's definitely starting to work and get some progress. And there we go. That is all I've really got for you. It's just a quick catch up, I suppose. But as I get more into it, I certainly hope to have some more things made. And that's about it for my week. Work is work. Sort of been busy on days with that, so getting used to that still. But I am very much enjoying it, and enjoying my new sewing space as well. And that, I think, is where I'm going to leave it today, because there's nothing else to really tell you about. I could tell you about other planned projects, but I haven't really planned any. It's just a case of whatever's coming next, or whatever I pick up next will be my next project, but this is the one for now. Simplicity 9742, yay! Hopefully goes well for me. So that's it this week. So if you like this video, please do give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and if you click that bell icon, then you'll get a notification when my videos come out. Please do comment. I do love reading your comments. It's always nice to hear what you're doing, what you're up to. And if you wish to comment between yourselves, then please do, because that's why we come here, isn't it? To make those connections. So I think it's just left me to say, oh, that's starting to fall off. I better get on with this. Got to get some pleats I've got here that I need to get stitched in before they fall out. So yeah, as I say, I think it's just left me to say thank you very much for watching. And I look forward to seeing my next video. Bye.
Yeah.